to Memphis, he was going to his death. And he'd always said, look, death is the ultimate democracy. Everybody's going to die. And you don't have anything to say about when you die, or how you die, or where you die. You can only choose what is it you give your life for.
Hey everyone, I'm Jonathan Capehart, and welcome to Cape Up. That was former Ambassador Andrew Young talking about the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Andrew Young was King's chief strategist with the SCLC, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, during the Civil Rights Movement of the 1960s.
None of my mother's friends wanted me to be associated with that radical Martin Luther King and those crazy Baptist preachers.
Today marks the 51st anniversary of King's assassination, and so I'm going to tell you the story of that day. Now, I know you may think you know this story already. After all, it's been retold over and over again in newspapers, movies, and books. There are probably even other podcasts telling this story today. But I'm going to let some of the people who were there tell you, the people who were closest to Martin Luther King Jr., those who knew him, who argued with him, who followed him, and those who loved him. This is the first episode in a special 2-month Cape Up series we're calling Voices of the Movement. Between sit-downs at a civil rights retreat in January in California and the Faith and Politics Institute's Civil Rights Pilgrimage to Alabama in March, I've been lucky enough to hear these stories firsthand. What a privilege and a sincere honor it was to sit at the feet of giants, to hear their memories of sacrifice and struggle, of hope and tragedy as they followed a young preacher in their collective quest to make America live up to its ideals. Before we get to the day Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, let's start with some background. If you know it already, stick with me. In the spring of 1968, King led the SCLC. They were planning a march in Washington, D.C., and it would be for what was called the Poor People's Campaign. But in Memphis, Tennessee, there were some sanitation workers who needed help. For years, they were working for little pay and in dangerous working conditions. After 2 workers, Eckel Cole and Robert Walker, were crushed to death in garbage compactors, enough was enough. The sanitation men decided to strike. They were quickly met with resistance from local officials and police who often tear-gassed and beat the workers who participated in the marches. King went to Memphis on March 28th for what was supposed to be a nonviolent march. But when young participants began to smash storefront windows, police and riot